Hi, within this lecture, we're gonna see how to select a Wi-Fi card or like a Wi-Fi adapter, the device that I have been talking about, and why we are doing this, and what happens if we don't want to buy a device, buy a physical device. So the reason for that is because we're working with a virtual machine, right? We are inside like a virtual machine, virtual Kali Linux, and later on we will see the virtual Windows as well. So we're working with a different machine than our host machine, and the virtual machine itself needs a USB Wi-Fi card or a Wi-Fi adapter in order to connect directly to the router itself, rather than getting the internet connection from NAT network or from bridge adapter from the virtual box or from the host itself. So if you want to put or if you want to connect your virtual machine to the router directly, then you're gonna have to deal with this and just get a physical device. Okay, because we're working inside of a virtual box. So a lot of people ask that if I have like a laptop or if I have a desktop machine, will I have to get this USB Wi-Fi card or USB adapter? Yes, it doesn't depend on the choice of the desktop or a laptop. It doesn't matter. If you're using Kali Linux as a virtual machine, then you're gonna have to get it. So a lot of people ask that, what if I don't want to use Kali Linux as a virtual machine, okay? What if I want to use Kali Linux as my main operating system in my own computer? Then what happens? Then I need only one Wi-Fi card, right? And it's built into my laptop or it's built into my computer anyway. So can I use it? Yes, in a way you can. If you're using Kali Linux as a main operating system, then maybe you don't have to buy a physical device. However, it depends on so many things. First of all, I don't even suggest using Kali Linux as main operating system because a lot of things can go wrong, especially if you're first time learning about Kali Linux. Okay, I don't want to actually suggest you that. But let me show you what you have to have in your USB Wi-Fi card. Your USB Wi-Fi card or your Wi-Fi adapter needs to support something called monitor mode. Okay, so monitor mode. We're going to see what a monitor mode is, but it essentially lets us gather information from the networks that we are not connected to. Then, for example, if you have a Wi-Fi card in your computer, we all have, and if you actually install the Kali Linux as a main operating system, and if it doesn't support monitor mode, if your USB or if your Wi-Fi adapter inside of your computer doesn't support monitor mode or packet injection, okay, so these are all features that it needs to support, then it doesn't matter if you can use it with Kali Linux or not. Okay, so your USB Wi-Fi card or your inner built Wi-Fi card or something like that needs to support monitor mode and packet injection, and on top of it, of course, it needs to support Kali Linux as well. So we're gonna see what we will do with the packet injection or the monitor mode or the other stuff like broadcasting stuff later on. But all you need to know is right now you have to find a Wi-Fi card that supports monitor mode and also packet injection. And I'm talking about the built-in cards and installing Kali Linux as main operating system. But again, I don't suggest that, okay? You shouldn't do that because it will cause trouble with your computer and it won't work with many hardwares. You will need to work with different drivers and stuff in order to make them work, and it will get messy. Don't delete your main operating system. I believe you should stick to the virtual machine. If you don't want to buy it, if you don't want to buy it at all, then it's okay. You can watch the section 6, 7, and 8. Okay? But if you want to buy it, then I will show you where to find it or what to search for if you need to find it. Okay? So if you want to buy it, then just watch the rest of this lecture. If you don't want to buy it, watch the rest of the section. Don't skip it. Take notes because we are learning the fundamentals of the network, fundamentals of the cybersecurity during this section. So how to find a USB Wi-Fi card with working with Kali Linux. So you can search for USB wireless adapter or USB Wi-Fi card. It refers to the same thing, okay? And let me show you how it looks like first. So it looks like this, okay? You're gonna get one of these. So it's like a USB thingy, like a chip, and it has an antenna most of the time so that you can get signals from the routers. And here you go, that's what we're gonna buy, or that's what we're gonna get. So in order to get the right thing, you need to search a little bit. As you can see, there are a lot of things over here when we search for that, but I'm gonna search for this USB Wi-Fi card Kali Linux. Okay, so if you search for this USB Wi-Fi adapter or USB Wi-Fi card Kali Linux, then you will find a lot of alternatives that is compatible with the Kali Linux. So let me just open something from here, like in a random order. So there is some essay over here in the wirelesshack.org. So I'm just gonna open it. You don't have to open the same thing, okay, obviously. But as you can see, I just found a very good blog post over here, which actually explains what kind of things that we should buy if we want to work with Kali Linux. And as you can see, it talks about something called chipsets. So these RT3070, RT3572, these are not models, or these are not brands. So these are chipsets. So every Wi-Fi adapter or wireless card actually has one chipset inside of it, and the compatibility with the Kali Linux or the monitor mode or packet injection capability is actually determined by this chipset itself. So let me show you what I use in daily life. So I use Alpha Network. So this is AWUS 036NH, okay, AWUS 036NH, but you don't have to get the exact same thing with me, okay? So I bought it from the Amazon.com, but I cannot share link with you guys, okay? I believe it's against the policy of the online training platforms, because I don't sell it and I don't want to just do some advertisement. And also the Amazon.com or eBay.com, they all change the links from time to time, so you're gonna have to search for it yourself. So you're gonna have to search for USB Wi-Fi adapter and then compare the chipset from what you have seen earlier and see if it is compatible with Kali Linux, and see if it supports the monitor mode, and see if it supports the packet injection. If they support it, then you can safely buy it. So that's how it's gonna work. You're going to have to do a little bit of research over here. And by the way, after this section, after this lecture, I'm going to share some models, some brands that work with Kali Linux, and you can actually search for them. But don't forget that you're gonna have to compare the chipsets with the recommended ones so that you can understand if they're going to be working with the Kali Linux at all. Unfortunately, not every USB Wi-Fi card is suitable for every operating system or every laptop or every computer that you're gonna get. So I really suggest you guys to read the comments or read the reviews of the product that you're gonna be getting or you're gonna be buying from any of the vendors. Like, I have opened something called Hepsi Burada over here, and in AliExpress, okay, they are all e-commerce vendors, and as you can see, you can find different chipsets, different brands, different models from here that can work with Kali Linux. For example, I got this Relink RT3070, and it actually works perfectly with the Kali Linux. And it's something like $5 right now. So you're gonna have like a good price range over here, starting from $5, ending in $100. You don't have to get something expensive. All you gotta do is just find something that works, okay? It doesn't matter if it's $5 or $1 at all. Just find something that works and you can perform wireless cracking and like Wi-Fi penetration tests and stuff. And again, if you search for it, if you don't want to buy this, then it's okay. You can just watch the section 6, 7, and 8 by taking notes. And after section 8, starting from section 9, you will be able to perform everything that we're doing during the course by yourself without a USB Wi-Fi adapter. But this is the brand that I'm using in daily life, as I said before, because I got a lot of questions about that as well. But don't worry about my brand. I'm going to just share some kind of brand list with you after this lecture. Just search for it in your own country. Okay, it depends on the country very much, by the way. If you're in India, then you're gonna get a lot of different brands. If you're in USA, then you're gonna get a lot of different brands. So I really suggest spending some time over there to find something that works with Kali Linux, that supports monitor mode, and then supports packet injection. And you can find that information mainly in the reviews, but if you can't, just try to find the chipset of that USB Wi-Fi card and compare it with Google and see for yourself if it works with Kali Linux or not. And after that, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time to connect it to your virtual machine as well. But don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how it works in the next lecture. So if you didn't get it by then, like if you want to continue, okay, if you want to continue watching the lectures, and if you actually want to come back after you buy your stuff, then it's okay as well. Just continue watching it, take notes, and after you buy your stuff, then just come back and perform some exercises. So let's stop here and continue within the next lecture.